The first one is Mark Tilbury.
It all comes down to mastering high income skills. These are the skills that can make you at least $10,000 per month. Some great examples nowadays are video editing, copywriting, high-ticket closing, and software development. The amount you can make with skills like these will change depending on supply and demand, but mastering one or two of these skills can put you in a really great position early on in life. This is the true power of a high-income skill. It opens doors. So think about what doors you want to open and pick one or two high-income skills that will help you get there. Don't rush this step. Sharpening your axe takes time and dedication. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You don't have to make a ton of money really fast and just show it off. You should aim to last and not become a one-hit wonder. So extend your timeline. Stop thinking you need to become a millionaire in 1 or 2 years. If you learn the right skills, then the millions will follow. Just trust the process.
What he's saying is simple. Before investing or saving, you need the ability to earn more. The second one is Patrick Bet-Davidson.
This next one is so simple, but it's so hard to do. Track your savings and your expenses. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. It was as simple as, for me, I liked a lemonade, but I would drink water and I would put lemon in it and sweeten and low and turn that into a lemonade. Tastes the same, but I saved myself $2. So if you did that 3 times a day, $6, over 300 times a year, you understand $2,000. What's $2,000? It was so, I was driving a Ford Focus with $250,000 in the bank, and everybody's asking me, why the hell? I eventually had to get a call from one of my chairmen who called me and said, Patrick, it's embarrassing. Go buy yourself a nice car. I said, I don't want to. I'm saving the money. Why would I do it? Trust me, people are thinking you're broke. I said, I just show my statement. I'm not broke. Can you just get a car? Finally, I bought a car because for me, I understood cash is king. Cash allows me to work with a lot of confidence. And if you're trying to grow at the beginning stages of it with opportunities come along, every 18th of the month, I would run my credit score. I would track all my savings, all my funds, my investments, my expenses, my credit cards with the highest paying, everything. Every single 18th, I would do this report with myself on this Excel spreadsheet that I track on a monthly basis. So track your savings, track your expenses, and increase your income.
You can make more money, but if you don't track it, you'll never keep it. The third one is Iman Gadzhi.
Now, the next money tip for you to become a millionaire is to have coffee in affluent places. Go and have a coffee in an expensive hotel or a very fancy cafe in a super nice area. Because listen, your Starbucks is gonna cost $4 and it's not gonna be very inspiring, that's for sure. Whereas you might go to a super expensive hotel. You know, for example, here in Dubai, where I'm based, or in London, where I used to live, there's all of these nice hotels. You don't need to stay at the hotels. You don't need to spend $2,000 a night on a room. You simply go to the lobby and you have a coffee. And the coffee might cost you $8 or $10 compared to $4, but you're gonna look around, you're gonna see money around you. You're gonna see what do wealthy people really wear. Not Gucci and Balenciaga and all this and that. I mean like really like properly wealthy people. You're gonna start to realize the really wealthy people, they wear stuff like this. Loro Piana, Zegna, Brunello, Tom Ford, these sort of brands. They wanna blend in. They don't want big logos and this and that. They don't wanna scream. So just simply through osmosis, you're gonna start to get a feeling, you're gonna start to get an understanding for how do these people move? How do they carry themselves? You know, the funny thing is you're gonna find in a lot of good establishments, or at least I found personally, people are far more respectful to the waiters. There's a lot more please, thank you, how's your day? I've personally found that to be true, even though there's a stigma around rich people and wealthy people that they're snobs or, you know, that they're very disrespectful to staff and whatnot. I've personally never found that. I've personally found the better the establishment, the more polite people are, the more thank you, you're welcome. You know, a very interesting thing, you know, here in Dubai or London or New York, you might go to some very nice cigar lounges. And as I said, you can go to a cigar lounge and you can sit there and you can literally just order a coffee. You don't need to smoke a cigar. And listen in, it's very interesting. Even just hear how wealthy people order. They order in a different way. There's a conviction. They have a different tonality in the way that they order. They even have a different pace. The pacing of what they're saying is different than if you just go to some regular, normal establishment.
This isn't about coffee, it's about putting yourself in environments that raise your standards. And the last one is Robert Kiyosaki.
Let me explain this. When you print money, the price of assets go up. Like my apartment houses go up, the price of oil goes up and things like this. So what happens is you print money, the price of oil goes up, but so does the cost of a chicken, because a chicken takes gas to get it to the supermarket. So you go to the supermarket, why is this chicken $10 today, whatever it is? I don't pay attention to that stuff. But we're printing so much money. Today, this here, the solid gold watch, I've been buying gold since it was $50 an ounce. That's why I own gold mines. I don't like to fool around with too much stuff. I have real gold. I can take it, I can feel it. It's in a private vault hidden in some mountain not too far from here. But the reason why I buy this gold watch, let's say it costs $50,000. 5 years from now, what will this gold watch be worth? See, if gold today is, let's say, $3,000, and the prediction is gold is going to go to $15,000. So that's a 5-timer. So the reason I buy a gold watch, I can buy a cheap-ass Swatch watch or a Timex or whatever it is for $50. I have some of those too. By buying a gold Rolex, I'm not saying do it. I'm just telling you how I think and how poor people think. Oh, I'm going to get myself a cheap-ass Apple watch. No right lefty Apple person would buy a solid gold Apple watch, because it doesn't fit their genre. But when I buy this thing here, I get to wear my asset on my wrist because it gets more valuable the more our government is fucked up. The more they print money, the more valuable is not the watch, it's the gold in the watch. So I'm just saying to you, that is how I think. And I was trained to think that way. But a poor person, they want to buy something that's nice looking but inexpensive. And that's why they're poor. Some people buy, like I see women with these very expensive handbags. I hate to tell you this. The only place that's going to be good for is a Salvation Army thrift store. But they have some Gucci bag or something. Or they got Gucci shoes or whatever they have. But there's nothing wrong with wearing your assets on your wrist. Or gold earrings. Because it's not the earring, it's the gold. So if you can understand that, the reason poor people are poor is they think if they get something for cheap, they're smart. But they're really poor. So ladies and gentlemen, people talk about mindfulness now. Buddhism is mindfulness. What are you saying to yourself? Oh, I can get by doing this, or I can eat cheap food, or I can do this. Remember this is the rule. When the government prints money, assets go price up in price. The rich get richer, but the poor get poorer. So when you print money, the price of gasoline goes up. I get richer because I own oil wells. The poor and middle class get poorer because they're putting gas in the car. It's also taking gas to get that chicken and toilet paper to the supermarket.
Skills help you earn money. Tracking helps you keep it. Environment helps you grow it. Assets help you protect it.